Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about all the things that I've been loving for the month of February. I'm just going to get right into it. The first thing that I have been loving is the Nivea, let me get this right, In-Shower Body Lotion. It's nourishing 24 plus hours of moisture. Now I got the one for very dry skin. This is something that I ordered it online earlier this month and I hadn't heard anything about it. I think it just came out, but there are 3 different ones. So like the very dry skin was like at the highest, but there was one for like normal and then, or maybe the bottom one was normal and the second one was like dry skin, but I got the very dry skin one because I have very dry skin. I like that you still get that benefit of using lotion without really feeling like you're using lotion. Like you're putting it on in the shower and it just kind of feels like shower gel, which is nice. I would say, I think it even says on the bottle, do not use on the bottoms of your feet. And I think it suggests like cleaning the tub after using it, which is crazy. I can't imagine you washing the tub after every time I take a bath. Like that would be a little excessive. It does make the bottom of the tub slippery. If you had kids or someone else that's maybe a little bit more clumsy, then I would suggest washing the tub more often, but it's just me and my husband, so I think we can handle it. But I wouldn't say that this takes the place necessarily of lotion, but it helps. For someone like me who hates using lotion, I feel like this is very beneficial. It does still leave like a bit of a residue on your skin after you've gotten out of the shower, but it's nothing like lotion. It's like lotion, but a little bit better for me to handle, which is really nice. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is a makeup remover by Caudalie. I could be saying that really wrong, and it wouldn't surprise me at all, but that's what I'm gonna call it. I like this stuff. I got it also on Amazon. I got the In-Shower Body Lotion on Amazon, and I got this on Amazon too. I thought about getting something that like everybody else raves about. Like everybody talks about the Bioderma makeup remover, and I've heard good things about the Sephora makeup remover, but I decided to give something else a try, and I do like this stuff. I'm not to the point yet where I'm using this all over my face to remove all of my makeup in the evening though. I'm not quite there yet. I use it a little bit in the evening, and then I really like to, let me open this up. It has a very small opening where the liquid comes out. It's just big enough that I can rest my Q-tip right there, and I will squirt some of the product on my Q-tip, and then I like to use that right underneath my lashes, my bottom lashes, to get the mascara off from the night before or the day before. I'll do that like the next morning. You know how like you're rubbing your eyes all night and then you've got mascara down there? This I find like I can just sweep it across a couple of times and it's all gone. And I have very sensitive eyes. This has not bothered them yet, and I can't imagine that I have managed to not get it in my eye if I'm taking a Q-tip and going right along my lash line. So I really like this stuff. I was pretty impressed by it. It has a pretty fresh scent. It does have a scent to it, but it's not, it doesn't irritate me. It's kind of just a herbally kind of scent, maybe. I don't know. The next 2 things that I want to talk about are both from First Aid Beauty. The first one is the Ultra Repair Cream, which is a face moisturizer. I'm surprised that I'm talking about this, but I have been using it at night pretty consistently for probably over a month now, and I've noticed that I don't have dry skin anymore. I don't know if it's this or the moisturizer that I've been using in the morning. Maybe both of them is helping, but I really think that I can give this a lot of credit for the lack of dry skin that I've had the month of February. This is probably a smaller bottle than what you would normally go and buy. I think I got like a kit. It had this, it had a cleanser, and I feel like it had something else. I can't quite remember what. Oh, the oatmeal wipes, the pads. I like those too. I like the cleanser also, but I feel like this was worth mentioning. The other First Aid Beauty product that I like is the Ultra Repair Lip Therapy. I think I just talked about this in a haul that I just did earlier this month because I think I like just got it. but this has been exactly what I wanted it to be. I keep it in my purse and I put it on during the day. It is quite thick, but I need something quite thick because my lips are always super dry. I don't know, I have been liking this. I find myself able to put it on during the day at work and it doesn't bother me too much. It's kind of minty smelling. Yeah, it's very minty. It smells just like medicine for your lips. The last non-beauty favorite that I wanted to talk about were eye drops. I figured this is something very different that never gets talked about, but these are the Systane eye drops. I have really bad eyes. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm not quite sure that I could chalk it up to them being dry, but you know, everything else on my body is dry, my skin, my lips. So it's probably just that they're dry. This stuff is better than Visine because Visine is supposed to be used temporarily and it can cause your eyes to become irritated. This does not do that at all. I can use this 3 to 4 times a day, which you don't really need to. I would say maybe twice a day, maybe 3 times if you're out in the cold a lot. But this stuff has just been a lifesaver. I noticed that if my eyes are bothering me, I just drop it in and I'm fine for pretty much the rest of the day, unless they're super dry, and then I might have to do it later in the day. One other thing to point out with this, I hate doing eye drops. I cannot do this, like I cannot hold it up from my eye and drop it in, so I actually stick it right into my inner tear duct. I have to put my head back, of course, and then I just drop it in and kind of hit my head to the side and let it run to the other side. I feel like because of that, I tend to get more than one drop coming out at a time, so they can kind of leak and it can get a little messy, but at the end of the day, this stuff is so helpful that I don't really care. I have a couple of makeup products that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The first one is the Smashbox Photo Filter Creamy Powder Foundation. Now I have this in number 2 and it comes in a box just like this. And then it's nice, it has like a little button that you push. You push it in to open it up, which is kind of nice. And then the actual product itself looks like so. It's just, you know, got your normal compact right there. The one other thing to point out is that, let me do that again. If you open it up, then you can lift it up and it has a nice sponge on the inside. This sponge is actually quite nice. The one side is super soft and the other side is kind of like spongy. I have used it just once when I took this to work with me. I wasn't feeling well that day, so I figured I'd better take it in case I had a rough day. I ended up just coming home early, so I didn't really need it too much, but I kind of touched up like around my nose and stuff with the sponge and it worked well. I don't think I would ever use it like all over my face, but as for touch-ups, throwing this in your purse, you're good to go. The last makeup product that I'm going to talk about is the Physicians Formula Argan Oil Blush in Natural. Now I just said Argan Oil. It's Argan Wear. I'm sorry. They came out with a new Argan Wear line. This is the color though. Try to make sure it doesn't flip out. It's got a rosy color on the outside, a little bit lighter on the middle part, and then in the very center it's kind of corally. That's how I would describe this. There was a darker blush, a darker shade. Last time I checked they only had 2, but I tend to go for lighter colors and more corally colors because of my lighter skin. I have really been liking this blush. I feel like it's a really good color for me. I don't really know what else to say other than I really like it. On the very top layer it had a lot of glitter, like a lot of glitter, and being the stupid person I am, I didn't wipe that off. I put it on my face, and if I remember correctly, I had some family outing to go to, so I'm sure it looked like a disco ball. So just note to yourself, you buy this, make sure you wipe the glitter off the top, because it was, whew, it was loud. It was too much. I almost forgot I had one more favorite, totally not beauty related though. I just found out that Nickelback came out with a new CD just last November. I'm so embarrassed to say that I just found this out, because I love Nickelback. Their new album, sorry I had to look at the name, is No Fixed Address, and I really like this album. At first I wasn't quite sure if I was gonna like it, but I feel like that's with like any album for me. Sometimes I just have to hear it a couple of times and then it starts to grow on me, and then I start to pick up the words, and if I can sing along, that makes a huge difference to being able to enjoy music to me. That's just a really big factor, but I've really been liking this CD. If you guys like Nickelback, I think you should check it out. I know that not a lot of people like Nickelback and I don't quite understand that, but I'm a huge fan and I like the album. It's really good to work out to. There are a few like sad or like slower songs on the album, but for the most part they can pump me up and keep me running on that treadmill. Alright, those were all of the things that I have been loving for the month of February. I will list everything that I mentioned in today's video down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at hairbylizzybug. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and until next time, bye! And I will I'll drop the cap. Whatever. I'm gonna eat some Popeyes tonight for dinner. I love their fried shrimp and their french fries. They're so delicious. No, but like seriously, it's delicious.